Sweet. Far away already.
And so let's start, if we go back to Tuesday night, Dublin time. Once you sort of get through that match and you watch it, it's a good second half. What sort of things are you thinking in terms of getting yourself ready to play today?
I think it was more or less, the good thing about it is that the players in the team, we were all together and we were able to talk through the fact that we might have a game this Saturday, but first and foremost just focus on the All Whites and make sure that we can get a result against them, and then anything after, then you can try and focus on trying to prepare for the weekend, for the game on the weekend. But at the same time, getting caught up to the All Whites, it doesn't really happen really often. So I think it's also changing that mindset where you want to live in the moment and be present there and make sure you're enjoying that tour, because Dublin and Greece don't really come around often, do they? So it's fantastic.
Just in terms of that penalty save, had you done your research, were you expecting him to sort of go that way? And it looked like before the save, you sort of turned around and faced away and had a little moment for yourself. Was that part of your sort of routine?
Yeah, well, I think most goalkeepers in the league, they, I think always do their research on, who the strikers that we're going to come up against. But, personally for me, it was difficult because, Jamie McLaren is a very, well-established striker in the league, and it's difficult trying to, pick a side, because he's had I think 40 penalties over the course of his career, so it's kind of hard to judge on which side is his favourite. So I think myself, Ruben and Jack Duncan came towards before the game to say to ourselves, okay, well, maybe it's just based on instinct and kind of just go with what you feel in the moment, really. And the turning around in the back, when I'm in goal, that's kind of what I used to do when I was younger. It's kind of helped me just stay in the zone and be focused and kind of just block out any noise outside. So yeah, that's one of those things where I kind of just do it myself.
And then you had that one come in right at the end of stoppage time as well. How was that a difficult one? How did you sort of see that one? And when the whistle blew 30 seconds afterwards?
Yeah, I think it's just fantastic to be out there and be in front of a home crowd in Auckland as well. And as I said before, the crowd in Auckland's fantastic, and it's just as good as the one in Wellington. So it's always special coming up to Auckland, to play in front of the crowd, especially because I'm a homeboy as well. So it's always great to see the family there and watch me play.
What did you take away from your 2 weeks with the All Whites?
It was a massive learning experience for me, because that's my first time in Europe as well. So it was great to come up and learn what it's like to be with Woodsy, Tommy Smith, and all the professional players over there. Because a lot of the boys I also went to the Olympics with as well. So it's just fantastic to see them and see how much they've grown up as well and mature. Essentially those 2 or 3 years that I haven't seen them since the Olympics. So. It was fantastic to be there, and then we had Jonathan Gould there as well, who was the Phoenix goalkeeper coach last season before heading back to England. So it was great to catch up with him and really learn of him as well, and give me some words of wisdom and advice as well. So it's fantastic, and especially because I haven't worked with Max Crocombe before as well, so it was good to kind of learn what his persona in goal and also his personality off the pitches as well. So he's fantastic, and I think the whole team in general was great.
And speaking of Max, I think you said Danny Robinson.
Yeah, we had Robbo, yeah.
Is it good to have, like you say, you reconnect with Goldie, but you also have a couple of new voices? How do you sort of make sure that you're not getting too much sort of information or conversations about goalkeeping?
Yeah.
You sort of just take it all in, but take what you need.
Yeah, I think it's, everybody has the opportunity to, block out what, they don't need to hear, and also take in what they want to hear as well. So for me personally, I like, the different perspectives. I love being, open as well. So it's fantastic getting, different information from Max or Goldie or Robbo or just any of the players there, and then I can kind of take snippets from, what they're trying to say to me and what type of advice they're giving me to take into my own game and kind of hone my techniques.
Just on the penalty again, what's going through your mind as the player's about to start his run up and you're standing there waiting? What kind of things are going through your mind, and especially today? Yeah,
it's a lot of self-talk. I always love talking to myself. That's why goalkeepers can be known to be a bit psycho on the field, but I love actually just talking to myself and kind of keep reminding me of what I need to do and all the notes that I was taking before the game. What notes can I take from that into the game and make sure that, you know, I'm staying focused and, you know, just going out there and just at the end of the day just save the ball, just prevent it from going into the back of the net.
Chiefy was saying to us that you're not fazed by too much, he thinks, from what he sees. I mean, how do you handle the pressure of being keeper and having all that on your shoulders?
Yeah, I just try to focus on myself. At the end of the day, like, you can't really focus on what other people are trying to say, and, you know, especially, you know, the pressure and all that stuff. But me personally, I've just, you know, had my close group of friends and family that, you know, always support me, and, you know, even if I, you know, don't do too well, which, you know, it might come across, I always have that backing of my family, my close group of friends to, you know, be there and support me. So yeah, it's one of those things where I just try to focus on myself, what I want to achieve, and, you know, what goals I want to, you know, succeed in. So.
And I remember seeing you in Brisbane last year with the All Whites, your first time in that environment. How do you think you've changed and developed since then? That was, when was that?
Yeah, last year, September.
September, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was, I think the one thing that myself, Goldie, Robbo, and some of the players have noticed is just a bit of maturity, I feel. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not mature then, but I'm just saying, like, I think just taking in more information and trying to, like, you know, hone my skills and my techniques, I found that I've matured in that aspect. And, you know, it's one of those things where, like, it's just fantastic to be involved and be around that group of boys, and at the end of the day just keep on absorbing you know, different experiences so that I can kind of take in for myself.
And how will it feel next season when you come back here and you're the away team and not all the fans will be cheering for you?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I feel like it's good. It creates a bit of adrenaline. It creates a bit of, you know, fire for some of the boys to, you know, step up and ultimately give them something to boo about.
Just lastly, Chiefy, I mean, I saw him sort of, you and him had quite a conversation when you sort of arrived and, you know, you were out on the pitch. He was saying, you know, that's something he wanted to do, given that you'd sort of been away. You know, what did you take out of having that chat with him sort of before the game started?
Before or after?
Before, like when you first got here and you sort of come through the tunnel and you're all on the pitch.
Oh, I can't really remember that. To be fair, like, it's just gone through my head, to be fair. But I mean, you know, Chiefy does, yeah, he always has, you know, words of wisdom and, you know, I guess just a bit of advice, always, you know, heading into the game just to, you know, keep my head level, which is fantastic. So I think he does that not only with me, but with all the other players as well. So.
What did you do on the two plays?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys watch Money Heist? Yeah, I've been watching a lot of that, It's actually pretty decent, so watching Money Heist, and then, oh, are you talking about, like...
On the plane's back from Dublin.
On the plane back from Dublin?
Yeah.
Like, do you mean like stretching and
like
walking around, or...?
I don't know, like, just sleep, did you watch movies?
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I had a mixture of sleeping, watching movies, and, you know, watching, and yeah, just stretching and moving around and trying to keep my legs from swelling up, so... Yeah.
Wellington got premium economy because he'd played, and you and Finn had to sit back.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't really mind, you know, the economy, especially because, you know, I'm just grateful to, you know, actually be caught up to the All Whites. Like, I'm fine with, you know, staying in the economy, being either in the middle of the aisle or just, you've got to make do with what you have,
You're in the middle seat,
Yeah, middle aisle.